Well, good morning or good afternoon, everybody. This is Don with the Vlog of Many Things with my co-hosts in crime. Everybody, introduce
Hi,
yourself.
guys. Hiya, folks.
Hey,
That was Glenn.
After that badass intro there,
buy
That's
Glenn's
right.
book.
By Glenn's book. By Glenn's
well,
book.
it's going to be a chorus pretty soon.
Yep, the guy with the blue headphones is Steve. There's Glenn. There's Tom. Everybody's here.
Buy my
Everybody's here.
book. Go to my GoFundMe, please, and all that stuff.
Yep. Matt, Brooklyn. Nice to see you guys in here. Yes, it's time for the workday discretion. We've been off for the past couple of weeks because we're dealing with people recovering from just
Medical.
small, stupid things. Minor things like chemotherapy and brain surgery. Slacking stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we
Medical.
have family from out of town, and then we had a wedding, and
You had to clean a canoe out and evict the squirrel.
That's right.
oh god, I had to scrub that thing. It was filthy.
So you're one of those kind of landlords. You just throw the tenants out in a moment's notice.
Who, me?
It's a
You.
sport.
The squirrels, the tenants.
Oh no, they were in there chewing on the styrofoam inside the 2-man kayak and leaving acorns and leaving a mess.
Hey, left you some lunch.
And those little raisins that rodents leave.
Oh, my wife at school gets these little bags and boxes of raisins. They give them to all the kids for lunch, and none of the kids eat them because they don't like them. But for some reason, it's part of like a program. So every couple months, my wife will bring home and I'm not exaggerating, like 200 boxes or bags of raisins. So what does she do? She unboxes everything, puts them in a big bag, then goes out in my backyard and spreads them all around for the squirrels and the freaking things. And they love it. They're like, they see my wife walking with the bag and they're like, woohoo!
Yeah,
I'm not
Mama
joking,
brought
man.
snacks.
Mama brought snacks. That's right. But
Oh, yeah.
don't even get my wife around birds, man. She's deathly afraid of birds.
Uh-oh. That's why the squirrels are there to keep away the birds, right?
But my wife likes her hummingbirds and feeds the hummingbirds and the bird feeders.
Okay.
Hey, hummingbirds are cool.
I don't try to figure women out. I just shake my head and go, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, it's
so-
like trying to figure me out.
Yeah.
You know?
So got a little bit of good information, a little bit of congratulations are in order from a regular in the chat that is not here today because he doesn't come usually during the day, but he's always on Thursdays. Scott Mulder is getting married on December 5th.
Yay.
Well, congratulations, sir.
Yes, a hearty congratulations. I'm honored. He invited me and my wife to the wedding. We're gonna go,
Cool.
and I guess I'm gonna do my best to get him drunk the night before as well. I want like a Sherlock Holmes next day where he's like pulling up in the golf cart like half alive, rip his arm
Oh,
sleeve
yeah.
off.
Get him just absolutely blasted.
Yeah, but no, I guess they're doing like a it's not a bachelorette party. It's kind of a combo, but
Right.
they're going to this place called, and I've only read about it, I've never been there. A thing called Medieval Times.
Oh, yeah. I know
It's
that.
like, yeah, it's where he's from Arizona. So
Right.
it's basically where you go and there's a gigantic rink and you have like a medieval style dinner with the theater actors
Oh,
playing
that's
like the
cool.
king, and they do jousts, like live action jousts and sword
Cool.
fights.
Jousts
Nice.
and fights and, you know.
Yeah.
I got my friend Matt who comes to North Texas with his wife and kids,
Uh-huh.
and he said he spends like at least one night. I said, you game Friday night or Saturday night? He said, no, we were in Medieval Times over in Dallas.
Yeah, I guess they got one in Chicago also.
Well, they got one. They also got one in Pasadena, over by where Knott's Berry Farm is in California. And what's funny is like a block down the street, there's the same setup, only it's a Western.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like Buffalo Bills, you know. Wild West.
I think the concept is pretty cool, and evidently they're doing well because they got a lot of them.
Yeah, it reproduces well.
Yeah,
They have
but
a medieval manor in Boston, but there's no jousting.
oh, okay. But I guess my big thing is just congratulations to Scott. I mean, I look at it this way. There's 8.3 billion people in the world, and for us men here to be able to be lucky enough to find that one, and Scott and Steve, we're working on you, man.
Hey, I did not have a girlfriend from when I hit puberty to I was 22. and I came up with the theory that how many people are in the world? Okay, if it's an odd number, then that explains why I don't have anybody. I'm the odd guy. I'm the guy, odd guy out.
Oh, Matt Sherman says you have to eat with your hands, no serving utensils.
That
Oh,
is
very,
right.
very cool.
That's right. It's all like turkey and chicken and all that kind of stuff.
So they like do it like really true medieval.
Yeah, they said you throw the bones in the, in the center and all that.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, we have being watched. He's being
Are we?
watched. Tammy says, yes, they're all over. Florida, Connecticut, big turkey legs, family friendly, printing money. Oh, yeah, I imagine I was like printing money there. Thank you for coming on the show, by the way.
Thank you,
Well,
Tammy.
speaking of the medieval one, one
She
of the
looks
ones
familiar.
I like is, one of the ones I like is the dinner in a movie where you literally have dinner in this gigantic movie theater.
Oh, yeah, they
I
got one
love
up in they had one in Lansing or Grand Rapids, didn't they, Steve?
If they did, I don't know about it.
I thought
think
there
we
was
got
one
one
where you
here in
could do a
Oklahoma.
movie. Yeah.
I know there is in Ann Arbor.
Yeah. Matt Sherman says ours had a medieval dungeon museum attached to it. That'd be really cool. That'd be really, really cool.
Nice.
Complete with torture devices.
Yeah,
But
in use.
But I made a nice post on my Facebook about it, and this makes me feel really old. So I said I'm gonna do some research because I want accurate numbers. So I looked to figure out how many people are in the world. I'm thinking, back when I was younger, it was 2 billion, and I look now, it's 8.3. I'm like, what?
I was gonna say 7 billion.
Yeah, 8.3.
Yeah, it was six something when I was a kid.
Wow, he's here.
Whoa,
Hi, Eric.
There's Eric.
Sorry, I slept in and was
Oh,
eating my late breakfast with Rach when I saw a notification from Glenn, and I was
Well,
like,
you are
"Oh,
missed.
I better prettify myself and at least brush my hair."
You're gorgeous, darling. Absolutely
Oh,
gorgeous.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So one's on vacation chopping veggies. So what is for dinner that veggies are being chopped?
A macaroni salad. She's doing a big macaroni salad. It's got everything in it.
Nice.
It's like the full food pyramid in one thing.
Okay, I got to ask a question because my wife doesn't do this, but I'm growing up. My mom put this in macaroni salad, and I think it's just a British thing. Does anyone put tuna in their macaroni salad?
Hell no.
No,
Okay.
but I put it in my macaroni and cheese.
Gotcha. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. I seen the looks, the smirks of disgust. Okay, if you like tuna, and this is only if you like tuna, it is actually not a bad combo. I grew up that was what was in macaroni salad, and then I met my wife, and my wife
Same here.
made macaroni salad, and it definitely did not have it in there. But my wife's allergic to fish.
No, we do bacon and
Oh yes,
maybe chopped ham, that kind of thing, in macaroni salad.
Ground beef. I'm still
Yes.
talking about macaroni and cheese, though.
Oh, you're fine, man. Steve, don't you do macaroni and cheese and tuna?
I can't have macaroni, so I
You
But
can't
you,
have
but you
macaroni.
used to.
yeah.
But you added another ingredient, wasn't it? Ketchup.
Mm-mm.
I thought you put ketchup in your macaroni and
Mm-mm.
cheese and stuff. Oh, I thought
Nope.
you did.
Oh, we're already on food. Cool.
Yep. BD Production says I'm putting key rings on the little keychains I made with my printer the last several days. Everybody's busy today.
Cool.
And-
as far-
Go ahead. You're fine.
No, I was just thinking about how I'm going on a chili binge lately.
Kielbasa.
Love a good bowl of chili, and
Oh, so do I.
and you know what you want to put in there to make it really come over the top?
Yeah, beans.
Mustard. Yeah, just regular yellow mustard.
I've heard
kicks
that.
it up.
I've heard people also put vinegar in it because they want that little tartness, that little spike.
That's a good idea. Why didn't I
Speaking of
think of that?
tartness, one of the things I add to my tuna fish salad and sometimes even to my beef stroganoff is pickles. Just chopped pickles.
Yeah. Yep, sweet pickle relish. I do.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, pickle relish.
And
Okay.
then there's Eric who eats that stuff they send to him. What's that stuff called?
The stuff they sent.
Eric's like,
You know, they get the bot. They say we got. He opened his fridge and so we got this one and this one and this one and this one. It's like,
I was
subscribed?
okay. Yeah, that was the prepared meals. I no longer do those.
It's
Oh,
like
Joe?
K rations. You just don't know
No,
what
they were
you're
pretty.
gonna
They were
get.
pretty good, but they were a little expensive, and then they got more expensive.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do it, man. I just can't.
Speaking of prepared meals, you can actually order these little boxes. Comes once a month, and they call them bento boxes. And of course, a Japanese bento is
Japanese
lunchbox
bento,
or
yeah.
lunch. And you can get them, and they give you this variety or assortment of different foods from Japan. They got like desserts, like pocket snacks, things like that. And it's just really interesting. I've been really tempted to possibly start subscribing to that.
Just enough to give you a craving, right?
Right.
Yeah, because I
But-
know what they'll do later on is they'll have, or you'll order, you find which ones you like best out of there and order them online and get them shipped in from Japan.
Well, my youngest daughter, Sarah, got into that for a while, making bento boxes. And I guess, and we still have them, it's a specific box. It's actually the food is wrapped around the box. It's like a container. It's pretty thick and it's all compartmentalized. And you're supposed to not only put the food in there, but the big thing about bento is the presentation. Like it has to like look special.
Oh yeah, they take like hot dogs and cut them in a specific way so they look like little squid and stuff.
Yeah, and they make like faces out of the rice and everything. She got really into that. Typical. My daughter Sarah like always had a new thing she's into. You know what I mean? It's like bento. Okay, what's next? This, that, and the other. But real quick, I got a question for Eric. When we answer this question, the missus says, I'm putting chopped pickles in this macaroni salad too. Peas, cubes of cheese, diced red and orange peppers, diced broccoli, bacon. Hell yes. What is not to like in that?
Yeah. Rach would say the mayo.
It's
But
the food pyramid. It's the whole food pyramid.
And why are we not invited?
There you go.
Come on over. Show up.
I was like, swing on over. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's only a couple thousand miles.
Yeah.
sure.
You know what? He would shit his pants if like at 11 o'clock tonight there was and all of us would ask door with a bowl, empty bowl and spoon. So Eric,
You guys.
Yes.
Listen, we would
we-
feed you if you showed up. We would feed you if you showed up.
we
still
would,
don't
yeah,
like
that's what
veg.
we are. You knock on my door, I'm going to feed you. So Eric, you sir are the only one here, and we haven't been on for a while. We've missed you. I've kind of not seen you online. So what is the formal CNYK update? How'd it go? Tell us about it. I know you've said this before, but I really want like first person, start to finish, what happened.
CNY was great. And our dog, our puppy Luna, had the best time of her little puppy life.
Nice.
She was hanging out with the kids, the teens. She was the life of the party. And that first evening when she went for a walk with them on Friday, and she came back, and they're like, "Oh, there's Luna's daddy," and Luna kind of walks up to me, gives me a look, and then keeps on walking. Like, don't embarrass me, mother. Don't embarrass me. I'm having a good time.
Nice.
Don't. It was very sweet in its own way. It was a great con. It really was. Roger and the volunteers did really good. The hotel carpet is really good since I spilled a nice glass of red wine on it, and it mopped up really well.
Nice.
We turned one of the hallways into an impromptu hangout area, to the point where the hotel had to come along and say, "Listen, this is fine, but we got to move this table back so people can get through." There's
Nice.
other guests at the con aside from this little venture. So
I seen actually I'm really surprised there's actually very few pictures of it, even from Roger. And I seen a few, and the ones that I seen is Arduin really had a hell of a display.
they had an amazing setup.
Yeah.
They had an amazing setup last year, and they outdid it this year.
Yeah. Also, I seen a variety of other vendors there, which was nice to see. So what stood out about the convention? Okay, let me back up. When it came to the vendors, what stood out with the vendors? What kind of stuff were being? Well, of course,
Arduin by far.
But what else? I mean, who else was there? What were they selling? Kind of like things like that.
They were selling terrain. They were selling some classic old stock. There were some vendors. Greg Gillespie and Joe Block were there with their tables.
Awesome.
There was a Japanese themed table, which
I saw that. It was kind of like they were like wearing like kimono shirts
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. They were there last year. They put out a kung fu like a Cthulhu kung fu card game, which I actually bought last year, which is pretty cool. I didn't get a chance. I was like, what do you call it? Like a pinball bouncing back and forth from location to location. So I never got a chance to actually sit down with these guys and look at their new stuff this year, which I intended to. But,
Mhm.
such is the life at a convention. You don't really have much time.
Mhm.
I ran with the help of my Vanna White, Roger, did the auction. My first
How'd the auction
item,
go?
the first 2 or 3 items, I wasn't quite on my game yet. I didn't get my
Mhm.
rhythm, and then I got my rhythm, and I think it went pretty well. And I spent $180 on glass dice and this beautiful Rach was bidding for me, and I said, "Listen, I'll give you the signal when to bow out." And she wasn't catching the signal because remember, Rach is legally blind. So
Pop a flare in the air.
so we wound up getting them for 180. I'm not regretting it. It was well worth it, but
Nice.
I would have bowed out at 140. Just saying.
So what'd the auction bring in?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention to the final numbers.
Sounds
but
like it went well though.
Yeah, it went very well. It had a great atmosphere. It had a lot of soul, and
That's good. But I think that's a small con though. Also, if
it's
it's
like
done
200,
right,
240, I think, with the total attendance. And as every con has some drama. You get people together, you're gonna
What
have
happened?
some drama. But the drama we had was entertaining as hell. I don't mean to insult anybody by saying that,
Mhm.
but it was entertaining.
What was the drama, if I may ask?
Can't.
Okay.
No,
get
I
it.
won't. I'm not gonna out anybody. But man, it was entertaining.
Oh wow!
Well, that's the
Sounds like
best
you had
way.
a good time.
So besides drama and besides auctions, the images that I seen, everybody was smiling and seeing.
Everybody had a
was
great
having a good time.
Really?
Yeah, good. It sounds like though, that what's going on with CNY is exactly what I want to see, and I'm sure other people want to see, and that is, it starts off one year, and year two is bigger and better.
And if you're getting consistent growth, it doesn't have to be. I think Roger's growth was, I don't know, estimating, I think around 10-15% over last year.
I was about to say, that's why I said about 15%.
Yeah. But, and I got to say, like, with our impromptu drinking location, there was a lot of storytelling, and there was storytelling of other conventions and people's recent experiences, and it reinforced what I already knew about certain conventions that I have no intention of going back to. But it was people get a little liquored up and they become very, very honest.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about alcohol. Sometimes alcohol can take a person and just remove all of those little check and balance things that hold them back, and they.
It's
right.
It's like a truth serum. It's like,
that's what the alcohol is for.
I can't tell you. Here, have a little whiskey. All right, so I can't tell you, but if I could tell you,
so
this is what I say, but I'm not saying it. But if I was, this is what I'm saying.
So CNY was
alcohol just lets you turn the page.
Yeah,
it's a lubrication for the libations. Yes.
Yep. So besides CNY, what else is happening coming up? Is there anything coming up? I mean, we know EdCon's coming up.
Yeah, EdCon's coming up. Rach and I were invited. We just not feasible.
Long haul from New York.
Long haul.
Take Michigan, add 5 hours.
Yeah, no, and I can't do that.
Yeah, one way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but, August, we got Gen
You
Con.
got Gen Con,
September, anything happening in September?
Shire Con in
ShireCon.
September.
Now, ShireCon is now a 2-day event, correct?
Yes,
And is that on a Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday?
It's Friday, Saturday.
Okay. Darn, if it was, I really want to go to ShireCon, but September is just when my wife goes back to work, and
Right.
she can get the time off, but it's not. It's not. Well, it's kind of frowned on. You know,
I got you.
just starting back to school and wanting to take a couple
Yeah,
days off.
you want to get off already? What is this crap?
Yeah.
You know.
And with her little ones, especially with that age group, she really has to be there and get them in a regular rhythm,
Yeah.
because if they get knocked off in any way, it can take 3 weeks of hard work getting them to mind and cause them just to go.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
so that's what else in September? Anything besides ShireCon?
It's all I can think of offhand.
I was talking to Jeff Buffington the other day, and he said him and his cohorts, they're trying to figure out how to get a con where he lives in Tennessee.
Oh yeah. He was talking, I think October or something like that.
There's already a con in Tennessee, isn't there?
I don't know.
Isn't there Dark Con? I think it's called.
I think DarkCon went dark.
Uh-oh.
That's a new startup convention by Chris Moneymaker, and I think it's dedicated to Dark Sun camp.
I think you're
Dark
right.
Sun
Yeah,
lovers.
Well,
I don't know what the timing of that one is, but that's a niche of a niche.
That's really niche, though. That was my thing. It was like there's niche, and then there's niche, and
Yeah, it's like OSR. Okay, 2E. Ooh, Dark Sun. Ooh.
Jeff,
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Jeff put out like, I got this date, but this con's going to happen here. I got that. So I said,
He's
it's
gonna be
that way.
Jeff's gonna be a regional con, and you know what? If you're gonna be a regional con, don't stress the dates. You're not gonna have too many people flying in. People are gonna be driving in, and the people that are gonna be driving to your con are ones that aren't gonna be driving to cons in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Or the Northeast or whatever. Don't just think about what you're going to get from people within like a 200-mile radius. That's what you're going to be looking at.
Well, that's something that we learned. I mean, I think one of the problems with WizardCon initially with me and Tina was we were worried about things that a con of our size should not, and a bigger con should. And one of the big things was we don't want to put our convention on the same weekend as another. And I'm sorry, it's getting to the point where that's virtually impossible to do now.
Which is a good thing. I mean,
Yeah, just make sure it's not a local con.
Yeah, that's our thing.
Right.
You know what? As long as it's not within, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin, if it's not within that Great Lakes circle, I'm sorry if it's the same weekend, because I think with WizardCon, we ended up choosing the same weekend as another con. But that convention was far more
Niche.
Well, they're not so much niche with them. It is more, they're more established. They've been around much longer.
Right. I mean,
I had
go ahead.
Go no, good.
No, it's even North Texas has had that problem in the last 5, 6, 7 years of like, well, they're going to do their con same time. Well, you guys were there for a long time. Don't worry about it.
And not only that, but so we just came up with the opinion, you know what? Normal is our last weekend in April. That's our normal convention day. This year we were forced to do a wonky thing. So we just went ahead and we just chose a day, and that's a day. We've had some people. Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to be there in October, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens next April? Are you going to have enough time to
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything goes normal.
Okay.
Everything goes absolutely normal. We were just forced to choose a new day. And you know what? Sometimes you got to take lemons. You got to make some lemonade out of it. And it works for some people. Sometimes it doesn't. It's there. And we're going to do something this year with it is if you have tickets for WizardCon and you cannot make it for the October day, don't worry. They're good for 2027. They're good for the one in April, our normal date. That's about fair as we can be. So just trying to do it that way. And then we have been talking with Wampler about this and such, but we have CastCon, which is just going to be a gaming day event. It's not anything. It's not like a convention. It's just a game day to come on in. At this point, we're planning on maybe 2 days because the hotel is donating the space to us, because everything that
Wow.
we raise with that, we're donating to Tim's graphic design, Adobe certification kind of thing
Yes.
that we're doing.
Yeah.
So, that's a nonprofit, totally 1% legit. We're not taking a dime. It's all going after cost, of course, because we got to buy stuff in order for the con. But after cost, all proceeds go to that. And already for WizardCon, we have enough through the community college where we're going to be able to put at least 15 students through the program, because they're doing a
Nice.
percentage off. And then hopefully with CastCon, just the gaming event day-ish, we're going to be able to put maybe a couple more. That'd be great. So hopefully Tim's, wherever he's at, is looking down at us going, you know what? I approve. I'll approve. So real quick, Steve mentioned something to me and I didn't get the gist. It has to do with Twitter and X. Steve, what is this Twitter X money thing?
Yeah, it's PayPal, but for people on Twitter X. So
you have to have an account with Twitter and X in order to use it.
yeah, and it's used through the platform itself.
Oh, I wonder how that's going to go.
No idea.
I mean, he did found PayPal.
Yeah, so he's already got all the knowledge and infrastructure and everything he needs. He's just gonna go back in there. He was thinking about doing a competitor to PayPal, and this evidently is that competitor.
Well, although I do not like a lot of things Elon Musk has done, anybody who does something to go against PayPal, I'm 1,000% behind him and on board. 100%. Matt, we are looking forward to seeing you. I am being very serious.
That's right.
And I'm telling you guys right now, and I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. What me and Tina are doing with WizardCon, we really did not want to do it this way, people. This was kind of forced on us, but we're trying our best to make it right with people. We're just not canceling like certain conventions did over COVID. We're rescheduling and trying to make the best that we can out of a situation that was bad. So moving forward, it's all positive.
And don't listen to the page guy.
Yeah, we're not listening to the page guy. You know what? He is what he is. You know what? If they're talking bad about you, you're in their head. So I'm enjoying my free rent.
I've got a place to stay. I'm renting.
Exactly.
Free rent.
Yep. Studio BD says, I want to give something back myself to aspiring creators, get them on board with a 3D printer, or even help them understand like Tinkercad. Yeah. And me and you've talked about this, Brooklyn, about maybe doing it with the YouTube channels, trying to give like basics to people getting into 3D printing, something that they can kind of have a little bit of knowledge about. But gentlemen, among us four, any interesting things project-wise, anybody working on, getting planned, in the works?
Well, I guess I kind of kicked this off last week, but not realizing I was kicking something off. So I did the history of the thief class last week.
Nice.
And it isn't what it seems like on surface.
Mm-hmm.
Because Gary, he was, at the very least, he was inspired by the work of others,
Right.
and even then couldn't get the reference right because it was all over phones and nobody was emailing back then.
Yeah.
So today's video that dropped is on B3, the orange cover, the Gene Wells
Nice
version. That when it got recalled the day after publishing, it was even ripped off of the desks of TSR employees. They couldn't keep a copy. They ripped every copy they could find, and then took it directly to the dump with the very muscular handyman from TSR riding shotgun to make sure nobody took any copies. And my research, because you hear stuff on it. It's like, oh, it was banned because of the
What module was this?
B3, Palace of the
Also
Silver
the
Princess.
Princess.
Yes, that's the orange cover though.
That's the orange cover, and there are at least 4 different versions of why it got banned. But what it came down to is when Jean was hired. This is just a little quick synopsis. She was hired essentially as, oh, we did a survey and 10% of our players are women. We need a female perspective, and Gary was going to train her. But then Gary's responsibilities became too much, so her training was on-the-job training.
Mhm.
But, and here's another little kick in the thing. TSR was at 2 locations back then. The executives, the leadership was at 1 location, and
Yeah.
the creatives were all above the Dungeon Hobby Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was working at the Dungeon Hobby Shop, but her editor and everybody else was told, she's Gary's protege. You can correct the grammar and the spelling, but you can't change the work.
Yeah.
So she was given carte blanche, and that in and of itself was probably going to not be good for her. But in addition to that, there are 2 pieces of art that she asked for, and her editor said fine. And the 2 offending pieces of art, depending on who you talk about, it's either the 3-headed creature. I forget what it's called offhand, but it's 3 heads, but the heads were caricatures of TSR executives.
That would be cool though. I'd be honored if somebody mocked me like that.
But Errol Lotus, who did the artwork, does not remember who he was caricaturing, if any.
Yeah, okay.
And the other piece of artwork was a scantily clad woman that's tied up and hands above her with these goblins surrounding her. And that's the piece of art that is generally was like we had to pull it for that. But the reality is, anybody remember a certain supplement for the original OD&D with the woman on a sacrificial altar?
Yeah.
Topless.
Yep. The succubus also.
Yeah, the succubus. Yep. So this art was there was a lot worse art out there at the time from TSR. So if there was a policy, it was we need we can't pull it because we look embarrassed. We got to pull it because of X. And then the rewrite had Tom Moldvay came in and did the rewrite. So, but that released this morning, which and then because after last week's, I was like, what else do I want to delve into? So I think Tuesdays is going to be TSR History Day at the tavern.
That would be really, really cool.
And like I say in my video too, I'm not looking for a simple answer. I'm following the evidence. I'm pulling all the threads.
Well, I have something that might help you.
Really?
I have 4 unreleased video chats with Tim Kask.
Oh shit.
Where this was something before Tim died. We were actually planning on doing a living history type project, right, where Tim was sitting down and talking about what TSR was like in the day, like not any dandelion fluff, talking legitimately about the core things, the people, what happened, the good, the bad, the embarrassing, the pride, all of that. And I have 4 roughly 40 minutes to an hour talks with him where he's talking about early days of TSR up to why he left TSR, post TSR, his involvement in certain projects that were kind of like off the books, if you will, where he was a consultant and stuff like that. And I've been kind of waiting to release them because it's just been, I just don't want to like, oh, Tim's gone now, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get views here. Look at this.
Right.
I want to respect him. So, and I was trying to figure out a way of releasing those. So if interested, would love to sit down, maybe watch them with you guys.
No, definitely. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very educational.
But if I do this, they can't be recorded by you guys. They
Oh,
can't
no,
be
no,
in any
no.
way like that because
No.
this is for Tim wise, and I want to set up a release publicly of it where, and I might break it down to like 15-minute bits and do like 15 minutes at a time.
That's probably best.
Yeah.
And here make my little suggestion: break them down into 15-minute bits, and then once they've all been out, release the Grandmaster, like the
Supercut.
the supercut of like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that way, if somebody wants to binge, they have a bingeable copy.
Yes. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. But it's really interesting. And I know, in all fairness to everybody else, as much as I love Tim, this is Tim's perspective. So
yeah.
it could be different, but it's just kind of like, it was really interesting thing to sit down with this guy and just say, I did not know that.
Well,
Are you serious?
One of my favorite stories from that time, which I have heard independently from Tim and Steve Marsh, because they were both involved in it, and their stories mesh. When it comes to, Dave Arneson's supplement, Blackmore.
I think I know what you're going to say.
It was taking forever for Dave to actually submit his work. And it got to the point where Dave was just like, just give us what you have. Yep. And he comes in with a basket of loose pages.
True story, by the way. This is legit. True story.
Comes with a basket of loose pages and essentially goes, here.
Yep.
And walks out.
Yep.
And what was there was then by Steve and Tim had to make that into a coherent
supplement.
And it was literally just pages of handwritten and half-typed stuff and just a mismatch.
So that's the kind of history that I plan on delving into. And listen, there's some great books on the matter out there, but I'm trying to. I'm going to guess my video taking the land between 15. Today's video is like just over 19 minutes. Long for me, but the subject matter needs the time to breathe. You just can't cram it. But I think that's something that I am going to thoroughly enjoy doing.
Yeah. It's and this is something that, I mean, and the thing is these people are slowly dying off.
Yes.
And to be able to get the legitimate from the horse's mouth history.
Yeah.
Because I got the idea from NPR. I don't know how many of you know about what NPR did, but National Public Radio did a project called the Living History Project. And it was literally, you could call in and you got a recording and be like, leave your story, beep. And you got 5 minutes to tell something like, my grandfather did this in World War II or whatnot. And what they would do is they would go in, they would cherry pick, of course, but they would grab individuals and say, we want kind of an expanded thing. And they put them on like audio, video interview. And it was just interesting because everybody has history. We all have stories to tell. And the stories behind TSR and the creation of the game that we all love and our world kind of revolves around, let's face it, in some way, is something that, as people like Tim Cass pass away and Gene Rab and all these people, it's gone.
Well, plus you don't want some of the losers out there who just do an AI thing and put out the claim that, hey, I once worked at Gen Con, so I'm a TSR insider and I can tell you all about it. And they're just blowing smoke and making up crap. And you don't want that to become the gospel.
Well, it's the thing is people like that, what they do realize is they are playing around with another human being's true legacy, and they're doing it for the wrong reasons, for clicks and such.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why with these modules I have that me and Tim were re-releasing and these interviews with him, I haven't done nothing with him. It's been going on 7 months because I respect him and I don't want to make this, look what I've done. No, this is Tim. And I want to respect the man, and people like Tim Kask and other people, they deserve, instead of milking it like that one person's doing, they deserve to have their story told, but to have it told accurately and with respect.
Right.
And the people on this screen right now, we all have a love of the game and of those people to a point where we
Yes.
want that. Like you, Eric,
Yeah.
what you're doing is you're doing this, yes, because you have a channel and that's your business to do, but you're doing it in a way because you respect these people and you respect the game and what they represent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think that Matthew Sherman says the When We Were Wizards podcast was a great history lesson of TSR. I am not familiar with this. What is it?
I've heard it. I forget who does it. Is it Ben Riggs, one of them?
Yeah, Matt, can you clarify who did this and if it's still going on or whatnot? But meanwhile, a couple other things. So X, Twitter, is actually putting out a PayPal alternative.
Yep.
That's really interesting. There's also another one out there for people. It's called Revolut. I was introduced to it by my friend Brooklyn, and Revolut is basically like you sign up for it and they send you a MasterCard card. And what you do is, this is really cool. When you use your card, you can put money on it and you can accept money on it and everything. But when you use it, it says, go look at your app. Go look at your app, and you have to basically, hold on, man, I got to copy something. Okay, got it copied. I'm going to paste it in a moment. But like if I buy something from Eric, I'll get a text going, you need to go to your Revolut app and approve this. You go to your app, click on it, and it says, you were trying to buy this from Eric 10 Car from 10 Cars Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Do you approve this? So it's kind of like a double check so people can't scam you.
Right.
And it's really interesting because I've used it at gas pumps. I've used it so it's an alternative to PayPal. You get buyer protection and all that. But I'm sorry, PayPal ain't worth a shit. Is not worth a shit. I literally, these people are just, PayPal is very anti-seller, very pro-buyer.
Yeah.
Paul Stromberg, excuse me.
During my when doing the GoFundMe, it goes straight into my account. I've got a PayPal. I never use it. It's always zero. Just because if you want to send PayPal, fine, but I'm not using it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Tom just sent the link. I just posted it below to the podcast. Matt says it's a 14 episode series. It's on all podcasts. It's on all the podcast channels.
Yeah, it's also on
Very,
Spotify. I just looked it up too.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So we would have
they I'm looking at the blurb here. It says they draw from nearly 30 interview subjects. I thought it said 40 interviews, but I guess I'm wrong. So they draw from a lot of interviews that were out there and pull the information together. So it looks like it's very well done, very journalistic.
That's the thing. The key to it, I think, is if you're going to present it like what Eric's doing now, is Eric's really presenting it in a cohesive, professional manner.
Yeah.
But also what I like about Eric's channel is you don't put a bunch of bullshit dandelion fluff in it. You're like, let's talk about the subject.
Just the facts, man.
Just
Sorry.
the facts, just the receipts.
I mean, and it's my background. I like I said, I ran one of my scripts through Claude, and it told me I wrote like a cop. So I got to lean into it, right? I mean, if that's me, if even AI can identify that from just my writing, yeah, I should lean into it. And this stuff is a way to lean into it because you do an investigation, you don't usually find clean leads. Okay. You usually find leads that they go in opposite directions, but both seem just as valid. And memory is fickle. People don't have to lie to you to remember wrong, or to have their memory distorted. That's human nature. Your memory is not like a real snapshot. It is.
Well, and also, there's also the vindictive part of it is some people utilize it to their own good,
Oh, yeah.
their own gain, and that's kind of like going to be a lead into something I'm going to say real quick about something that I'm getting ready to do. Eric knows about this.
Mhm.
Is and I'm just going to say this. It's not a drama thing. It's just a fact. I think it's time. Is Ron Meschke from Page and a gentleman by the name of Jonathan Baldridge are messaging a lot of people about me. They are messaging my vendors. They are messaging my special guests, and they're linking to a news story that was done over the sale of my company, Two Moon Press, back in 2013. Others have done this before, like Justin Lanasa. I've tried to address it in a video before, but I was a little bit vague. I didn't get deep into it. But these two individuals, among others, are really trying to use this against me because they're twisting facts. So I'm going to be putting a video out, and the video I'm going to be putting out is going to be about that. And I'm going to talk about, quote unquote, my past. And I'm going to be just brutally blunt and honest. These people are going to have to understand I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm not embarrassed of anything. So they're not going to get that out of me. It is what it is. I embrace it and I accept it. And, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to get into, about it and about the history behind it and everything. And I'm going to do like what Eric talks about all the time is I'm going to show the receipts.
Right.
Because what people don't understand about news channels is that news channels don't tell the truth a lot of times. What they do is they manipulate it for clicks and likes.
And views. Yeah.
Yes.
They are selling a product.
Yep.
Okay. They got to get views to sell advertising.
Yep.
So do they outright lie? Do they paint a certain picture that's going to sell? Yes.
Yep. Yes. So, my thing is I just think it's time that I do a video, and it might be 10 minutes long. It may be 30 minutes long, but it's going to be a video, and I'm going to show people what I started off doing, what I ended up when I sold the company. I'm going to show the literal documents that were done by an attorney. And I just think it's time that people understand that what you see from a 3-minute long news channel is not always quite the full story.
Right.
And people like Ron Meschke, who are literally messaging, I mean, a big guy from a big convention is messaging a small convention, special guests and vendors saying, you need to cancel with him. He's a criminal. That's really shitty for him to do.
Well,
Yeah.
That's illegal for him to do.
I just want to
Yeah.
say that I investigated this, and I know that you did nothing wrong.
Well, yeah.
So just here for the short term till you put out the video, I just want to say to everybody, I know the details of what went on, and Don did nothing wrong. And Don only got caught because there was a law that said that the people that did something wrong got sued, and that the person who was doing the suing could also go back and sue Don because he'd sold the company off. It was a certain amount of months, and you still
Michigan law is if a corporation is sold, and within 1 year that corporation shuts down, and there's what they call cause and effect, like authors or customers, then they have to investigate the closing, but they also have to look at the sale to make sure the sale was legal.
Yeah.
But to give kind of a little bit of a primer that the news says, which is totally false, I was never talked to by the police. We reached out to them. They didn't want to talk to me. My attorney even tried calling the chief of police and saying, hey, we're willing to sit down with you. And they never wanted to talk to me. It was only the news station that talked to me. Imagine that. So a video is going to come out. I'm just going to be blunt and honest about it. And I'm going to send a message to people like Jonathan Baldridge and Ron Meschke from Page. You're not embarrassing me. You're not getting the effect that you want. You're not humiliating me. Unlike a lot of people, it is what it is. I embrace my past.
Yeah, what I can't figure out is why they're so up in arms and attacking you like this. Like what?
Ron blows my mind. Other than
I'm going to tell
identity.
you right now, the only time you become a target is when you are over the target.
Yeah.
All right, you have to be a threat for somebody to put effort into attacking you. If you're not a threat, you are ignored. I mean, listen, talking as somebody who's been sued for literally no reason. I was sued. Well, actually twice. Why? Because I was a threat to whatever shenanigans were being planned by people. So I would say again, you get the flack when you're over target. If you're not over the target, you can do whatever you want to do. Nobody cares. So take that for what it's worth. That's my professional and learned experience. You are regarded as a threat. Why? I think once you figure out why, a lot of this stuff will open up. Maybe our friends that are doing this will be nice enough to tell us why.
Well, I'm making the offer for them to come before I do this video. I'm going to make the offer to both of them if they would like to come on live video with me or even recording. I will let them have the floor and they can say whatever issue they have with me. I'm happy to do it.
I'm sure Ron would love to. I mean, Ron's already joked about it. Come on, Ron. Apparently, you thought it was something that was an amusing thing to push to eat. Don's making the offer. Hey, listen, I'll add my channel's feed in or not, depending on the.
I'll take it. No, I'll take all the help I can get. Anybody wants to share it,
but
because
hey, Ron.
Yep, because this is going to be the most important part of this. Is once I make this video, people, and once I post this video, the subject's dead with me. I'm not addressing it with anybody anymore. I'm not talking about it anymore. I'm not going to make a deal of it anymore. I'm not going to talk about Whitman. I don't give a shit anymore about these other people. Let them be who they are. Let them do whatever they do. I have a game publishing company to run, and I have friends to go ahead and be friends with. And those people out there who want to believe this BS that they're spouting, and you want to unfriend me like a bunch have, unfriend me. If you want to not deal with my convention, don't do it. But I'm no longer going to pander to these people. So once this is laid out, there you go. You got a question, I'll refer to you to my video.
If you hear a rumor, you need to investigate it.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't just go, oh, you let somebody come to you and say, oh, by the way, so-and-so did something wrong. Oh, I best unfriend. No, that's stupid. Yeah. You don't be a rumor monger. Don't go investigate it.
And here, I'm going to address something because it's an old tactic. And when I say it's an old tactic, trust me, gone through it already. Somebody recently sent me an anonymous email kind of telling me, oh, you got to check what I have to do, what you have to do. Yeah, well, here's the thing. When you're telling me what I have to do, it's odds are I've already done it, and I've already done my investigation, and I've already found the knowledge that I need. That not the knowledge that you think I should know, because that isn't knowledge. I've already done my investigation, but it's in a manipulative attempt, and it's been done before, and I am actually a trained investigator. I don't just pull one thread and go, oh, look, there's my answer. I pull all the threads. When you pull all the threads, you get the true answers.
And
you don't get the surface.
To Eric's credit.
It's not a scratch and sniff, all right?
Yeah.
I dig a little bit deeper than that. That's all I'm going to say.
Eric, how me and Eric met.
Yes.
Formally was Eric sent me an email, and I knew who Eric was, and I knew what Eric did. And did at that time was the main focus of his channel.
Yeah.
Eric outed scammers and rip-off artists and all that. That was the focus of your channel back then.
Yep.
And Eric will tell you, I answered his email in full. I knew Eric was going to verify and double check.
Yeah.
Tom checked me out. I knew what Tom was doing when he messaged me that time.
But
the thing is, it is what it is, people.
And I got news for you. Why did Don even get on our radars at the time? Because someone dropped these anonymous emails. By the way, it's a stupid tactic, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Because honestly, yes, it'll work with your usual schlubs, okay?
Yeah.
Your usual schlub will go, oh my God, I got this email, and it says that Tenka is a finger sniffer, and I can't believe it, and my heart be still. But the reality is, you send it to somebody with half a brain cell, they're going to do their own research.
Yeah.
And
Well, and the other thing too is when if you send it as an email, I don't care how good you try to hide it, it can be traced back to you.
yes,
And
Yes.
You got it.
I work in Infosys.
buns.
I know this stuff.
Only buns.
Buns.
Hamburger buns.
You had buns and you left them
Buns.
there.
Well, to close this off, video's coming. After this video's posted, if you want to make a big deal of it, you're going to be whatever. And if you're going to come into any of my chats on lives and everything and be an ass, I'm going to block you and remove you. The video, trust me, will be very, very, very open. And by the way, just to let people know, the guy right there sitting next to me, Steve, I've known for almost 20 years, and Steve was fully knowledgeable because Steve worked for me for my publishing company. And Steve knows damn well what I started off with and had at the time of the sale. And he
Well,
knows
let's
the
just ask
total.
Steve, did Don do anything wrong?
Nope, not a thing.
Okay.
Well,
So-
except for that hidden mysterious island where he stores all of his wealth. But
The Bahamas. We don't talk about the island.
That bottle of rum in his desk.
That's
The
right.
Isle of Man. The Isle of Man. It's where all my money is.
But moving on to happy things. So that's coming. That's the end of it. Any other drama queens want to continue it, then they can continue it. I don't give a shit.
But you're just a dumbass if you listen to rumor.
Yeah.
You say, oh, that's great that you told me that. Let's go talk to so and so about it. And then those people usually go, oh, no, we don't have to do that.
I don't have time. I don't have time for that.
Yeah. Well, then you know that they're just full of bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Ron and company are more than welcome to go live or recorded if they want with me. I'll just say it for the record, they're freaking cowards for what they do, because instead of coming to a man face to face like Eric and Tom had the balls to do, they do the behind the scenes PMs. Hey, did you know about this? And it's like, check this out. It's like, you're a fucking coward, man.
To be honest, I called Don and was trying to get some information from him, and then I just had the sense through our phone call that Don was just a regular guy like me, and I says, you know what, I'm not going to lie to him.
Thank you.
And so I ended the phone call and I let it be, and I stopped trying to dig dirt on Lanassa from Don, because I just realized Don was just a regular guy. He was just trying to do business, and I wasn't going to fault him for that. And so I dropped it at that point. But then later on, we started.
Well, here I want to make a quick observation. Ken Whitman, and I'm going to say this with all due respect, had the balls to come on a live stream with many of the people that you see on the screen right now, and basically try to explain himself. Now, what motivation was, I can't attest to, but I give a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
You have to give a lot of credit for that. I don't expect to be giving anybody credit for something similar going forward. Just saying.
Yeah.
My thoughts.
Yeah, so we're going to move on, and like I said, that's going to be what it's going to be, and people can believe it or they cannot. But when you see documents and notarized receipts and all this stuff, because I'm going to go full bore. I'm going, Jenny Jones show, type, expose on myself. I'm just going to show it the way it is, and that way people can't say, well, he's claiming it, he's lying. No, when I say it, I'm going to show you the document that backs it
Wait.
up.
Is this going to be like Maury Povich and like,
Yeah.
this is your child?
That's right. The envelope says,
The DNA
So-
testing, I'm sorry, but
That's
this email comes back to your account, even though it's been rerouted 7 times.
yep.
We have to prove.
Yep.
did I-
That comes out of the
I
hall.
hope I'm not giving away any secrets. by the way.
So what we're going to start doing also,
Or the anonymous scammer.
that's right. So also on the Vlog of Many Things, we're going to start doing something we talked about before on the pre-show was we're going to start announcing shows about 5 days to a week ahead of time. So people have more of a ability to plan, to know what we're doing. We've got some really cool guests showing up here. We got cool guests this Thursday. We got another one the following Thursday on the 9th that Glenn helped set up. Thank you, Glenn.
Sure. By the way, he's listening. Jeff,
Good deal.
Jeff,
Yeah,
I'm glad
Jeff,
you're going to be
yes.
here next Thursday.
Yep. So Jeff is going to be on here. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to start giving more of an update and kind of like an idea of what people are going to expect from the vlog and many things moving forward.
Question.
So,
Yeah. Who's this week's guest?
it is going to be Mr. Lundgren.
Okay.
So we're going to be talking with him about his coloring book, his other things, because we're going to be doing some work with him, helping him getting it up and running. The new Wizard Tower publishing website will be up later on today. Definitely, we're just getting the last terms of service page wrapped up, and I can get that up. There are going to be pages that are going to be missing on it. We're just going to have coming soon, because I just want to get the site up, and there's ancillary small stuff that we just don't really have to have for the site to go live. And then other than that, real quick, Steve, anything that you want to say, got planned going on?
No, not really.
Okay. Glenn, anything?
Well, let's see. I've got the usual book thing. I'm actually going to try and write today if my eyes ever clear up. But
excellent.
I got Jeff on the show next week for you, and I'm going to try and get a hold of Dan Harmon on Facebook.
Good deal.
So if I could, I'd like to send him the last copy of my book if I could.
Yep. And real quick, I got to say something. A huge congratulations to Jeff or James Michael Spahn. He blew his Kickstarter out of the water. He did 211%.
He like doubled.
Yeah, over doubled. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The live play, which is on my channel, went very well.
Yeah.
James's internet died in the very last scene, so you left at the cliffhanger. It's almost like a classic serial.
Yeah. So, Tom, anything going on new happening besides making homemade hamburger buns?
Yeah. Tammy's directing a play again. I was going to mention this to Old Man Grognard.
Which one?
Chicago.
Oh, now she's doing a musical.
It's the teen version of Chicago. She's going to be teaching at Brunswick High School.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Okay.
How about you? Anything?
Tinker?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No.
Anything you special? Anything for you? Like, are you besides cleaning out canoes with squirrels?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to have the channel more regular. Tammy and I recorded a video together while she was at a conference. We took a couple hours in the afternoon, recorded a video. I got to edit that and put it up for next week. And I've been playing a lot of D&D with AI, so that will eventually become content on the channel. You know, just hey, this is how you do this. This is how this works. And it was funny. It was funny because I told the AI not to tell me what a magic item is. Make me research what it is. And then we were having a conversation about encounters, and it said, well, you know, you have a couple of magical weapons in your party. And I went, really? It forgets itself. It just forgets itself. And it turned out one of those magic items it forgot to give me, because it was supposed to give me the magic item as a reward for rescuing somebody, and they were going to gift us a magic dagger. And so that was just funny that it was, it was like, I forgot to tell you, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This is just hilarious.
Are you kidding me?
So AI's been fun and interesting. Certain things work good with it, certain things do not. So we've been exploring solo RPGs with AI just for the fun of it.
Gotcha. Eric, anything?
Just pounding out the videos. I'll probably make an announcement for the open table later this week, since my procedure has been scheduled, and apparently it's not a priority. It's the 17th. So I still have 2.5 weeks before my procedure. So apparently I can set things up beforehand.
Well, we wish the best for you, Eric.
Thank you, sir.
So real quick, for people who don't know, what is the open table?
Oh, the open table is my BX campaign. It's drop in, drop out. It's minion/members only. And my plan is to run it twice a month, so you can your character can increase in level, but it is first come first serve for members. So we've got 350 400 members, so 5 slots. You figure out the math if you're interested.
Nice.
When I make the announcement, just jump on it.
Good deal. Well, gentlemen, it's been over an hour. We've had a rather productive chat. A lot of people in chat today. Thank you for coming on, everybody. Thank you for dedicating a little bit of your lunchtime, spare time with us. Glad to see everybody's back in the saddle here on the Blog of Many Things. Thursday, 8 p.m. Look out for us. And I'm going to be talking to everybody about this. But I want to get
Tammy,
hold on.
Gamers Health returned last Saturday,
No.
but Glenn was our special guest. Actually, he returned Saturday before.
Did
He's
it?
been back, but it's going to be Friday this week. That's a special announcement. Gamers Health will be Friday this week because we are going to be at a July 4th party, and even if we weren't, you probably wouldn't be able to hear us.
Nice.
And one of these days, Triple D will come back.
Yeah, no, at some point. No
There's a
breath
lot.
hold.
There's a lot of live streams. in
I
these guys.
got to limit my live streams, folks. So I don't know about Triple D coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, but
All right, folks.
all right, guys. Well, you know what, everybody, thank you again for coming
Thank
on.
you.
Eric, Tom, Steve, Glenn, thank you very much.
Yep.
Everybody in chat,
for
thank you.
coming, folks.
And we will see you guys, if not this Thursday, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Look for my GoFundMe.
Go look for his GoFundMe.
Go
That's gonna be-
for his
we're-
GoFundMe.
We're going to be talking about that this Thursday.
Oh, we are. Cool.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
So
cool.
everybody, have a good day. Happy
God
day.
bless.
Stay
See you,
cool.
folks.
Bye.
Bye.